Our favorite Dream Dorito is up to shenanigans yet again, and it looks like he's claimed our beloved SOOS as his new pawn. You see, the Book of Bill slipped in a link to a brand new website, ironically titled thisisnotawebsite.com, and while it's clearly building up to something, things haven't exactly gone according to plan. You could say things got a little weird. I'm gonna give you the 411 on everything we know about this website, the countdown, and the cryptic codes that have popped up during this journey, while taking a stab at figuring out what the hell this could be setting up for the future of Gravity Falls. With all that said, let's dive in. So this all starts with the opening pages of the Book of Bill. After you accept his deal to read the book, Bill will be judging the book's cover as he hovers over a copyright notice. The bottom of the page reading, "For more Bill Cipher Press fun, visit thisisnotawebsite.com." Entering the site's URL into your web browser will bring you to a black void consisting of only a triangle and a password login. The password being TJ Eckelberg, a character from The Great Gatsby who's mentioned in an excerpt that's featured in the Book of Bill during a bit where Bill rage quits after the reader tries to learn about his weaknesses, hitting you with 6 whole pages of The Great Gatsby. The more I turned the page to see more Gatsby, the harder I laughed. But I also couldn't help but think, these pages are going to be important somehow. And sure enough, the mention of the old eyeball dot comes in handy for this mysterious website. Putting in the password takes you to this page with a code above Bill that reads, Lost Files. And initially there was a countdown that was set to end on July 30th, 2024, about a week after the book's release. Really, no one had any idea what this was all building up to. Of course, you have a lot of theories that this was tied to a season 3 or some sort of revival, but I don't think we're that close to a full-on animated project that soon. Though people have pointed out that this ARG is happening pretty close to this year's D23 Expo, which is happening August 9th through August 11th. So if there was any major announcement on the way, why wouldn't it be at the event dedicated to all things Disney? Personally, I'm not all too convinced it'll be something animated. I would definitely love something like that, but I'm placing my bets on another graphic novel or art book. Hirsch loves his books, man. But anywho, the backdrop on the website also features 2 coffee stains, which according to the wiki, aligns with a code found in other coffee stains throughout the rest of the Book of Bill. The stains in this picture read, Cian and Kale. I'm assuming the full code hasn't been pieced together yet, but I'm confident that Cian is actually a part of the word dimension, and Kale might be tied to the word scale. When the countdown finally ended on July 30th, instead of the big reveal, the site unfortunately had technical difficulties, as we were greeted with SOOS holding code wires with the message, Oops, the Mystery Shack is currently experiencing some delays, dude. Please bear with us as we figure out which wire goes where. According to Alex Hirsch, this is not a part of the ARG. This is a genuine goof, responding to a curious fan with, sometimes technical difficulties are actually technical difficulties. Give SOOS a few days to fix whatever he's cooking up. He's a good handyman, he'll get the job done. So yeah, the website seemed to have actually broke. Or maybe the technical difficulties are with whatever file the countdown was booting up to. But things are not going according to plan. But that doesn't mean the shenanigans stop here, as if you keep clicking on SOOS, you'll generate different messages. If the Icy Bear was real, I wonder if he would be my friend. Oh man, did you see the new Swordburst Rise of the Swordians Age of the Swords DLC just got delayed again? Don't they understand, as a consumer, my time is valuable? I wonder if I can make a hat small enough to fit on a bird. And interestingly enough, man, I tried to look at that Bill book, and it was just a bunch of static in the words, He's uncorruptible. What's that mean? Beats me, dog. This means when SOOS took a gander at the book, Bill wasn't able to influence him at all. SOOS is too simple-minded, yet way too devoted to his morals, his friends and family, to ever be knowingly swayed by Bill, which makes what happens if you keep clicking on SOOS all the more interesting. But there's something else I want to touch on first. SOOS's random dialogue will also link you to a PDF of The Great Gatsby, which might be important. Random words and letters are capitalized throughout the PDF, but apparently this is just something weird with this specific PDF that predates the Book of Bill, so it's not really a hint at anything. But SOOS will also link you to the visualizers for the brand new lo-fi Gravity Falls album by series composer Brad Breek. And it wouldn't be Gravity Falls if even the lo-fi mixes didn't have hidden codes embedded in the music itself. Gideon's theme has a Morse code that when decoded, or when you view its spectrogram, reads, Free me! Which I imagine is a message from Bill itself, trying to break out of rehab by luring someone to his petrified physical form of a statue that lies dormant deep in the woods of Gravity Falls. The other code is found on the track Weirmageddon Part 1A, and when decoded it reads, "Remember Euclidia." Now Euclid as a word means glorious, renowned, which I assume reflects Bill Cipher himself being gifted with the awareness that they're stuck in a flat world. But it's also the name of the ancient Greek mathematician who's considered the father of geometry. So Euclidia is thought to be the name of Bill Cipher's home, the code asking us to remember its glory after it was decimated by Bill. Bringing this all together though, I think whatever these lost files the website was counting down to is tied to Euclidia and Bill's people. Maybe we'll get a brand new song from Bill about it. Maybe we'll get a proper look at his parents. The sky's really the limit here. Unless you think the sky looks like season 3. They're not gonna reveal a new season or series and the countdown tied to a book that only like half the fans even know about, if that. You know, people didn't even know Journal 3 was a thing until recently, thanks to the Book of Bill. A lot of people just watch the show and go, bro. But bringing it all back to this countdown, clicking on SOOS enough times will eventually give him the iconic Cipher eyes, speaking in code that translates to "so many questions," which, if you watched Disney XD a lot in 2015, 2016, then that should definitely ring a bell. Now, Bill possessing SOOS doesn't mean that SOOS isn't uncorruptible. He can still get tricked and make a deal, but I think the intention behind this Easter egg is that Bill himself causes technical difficulty. He doesn't want us to see whatever these lost files are, which reaffirms to me that it could be tied to his origins. Makes sense, given that this website is a tie-in to the book dedicated to him. Trying to protect what little secret he has left, he managed to possess SOOS and cut the wires, buying him some time before utter humiliation. It's kind of like when your family starts looking through your old photos, and if you're not feeling nostalgic, you're just gonna feel a little cringy about the whole thing. Right now, fans have been left in the dark with their own devices, waiting for an update on the website, and some people are, going a little crazy with the wait.
Status update. It's been 90 hours! I'm not convinced anymore by you, SOOS. I think there's another password. Also, SOOS, you are still the world's most lovely man. That's not how you spell bear with us, though. And the password to get in is TJ Eckelberg, the eye doctor from The Great Gatsby. But I'd rather die than put in any other Gatsby codes.
People are now trying to theorize that the sparks that SOOS is holding when the timer went off has Morse code within them. And unironically enough, they do have Morse code within them, which is kind of nuts, and it translates to I eat and most likely people.
If you want to stay in the loop with the ARG, there's currently a Reddit mega thread going on, keeping tabs of everything. There might be some stuff that people found after this video was written. Jason Ritter, the voice of Dipper, has also been cryptically tweeting up a storm. He might be possessed by Bill as well, but outside of the ARG, we don't know if he knows anything about the countdown more than we do. Hirsch might be keeping these secrets close to the chest. But as always, these are just my thoughts, and I'd love to hear yours. What do you think this ARG is putting up to? How did Bill possess SOOS? Let me know what's on your mind in the comments down below, and keep the conversation going over on Twitter and Instagram at AwestruckVox and at Roundtable Vids. If you enjoyed this video, please throw it a like, and subscribe to the Roundtable for more great cartoon content. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have an awesome day. Peace!